Good morning and welcome in on this Monday. Dan Hardenbrook back with you again. Time now to take a look at your latest local news from around the region. It is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your Monday news headlines brought to you by Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
Dr. Andy Hollenbeck is a Petoskey surgeon who practices 2 days a week at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center with three very important words: colon cancer screening.
Colon cancer screening started at the age of 45 for average risk individuals. This is a change from previous 50-year-old starting age.
Colon cancer is one of the most easily prevented cancers because screenings can stop it before it can begin.
Screenings to remove polyps, which are small outgrowths within the colon. These polyps can be precancerous, which if left in your colon for a long enough period of time will eventually change into colon cancer.
Colonoscopies remove the polyp, preventing the cancer.
Remove them and send them to the pathologist or the lab, and this prevents them from changing into colon cancer.
Dr. Hollenbeck urges not putting off colon cancer screenings.
However, it is very beneficial to your overall health in preventing colon cancer. It's timely, the ability to go home shortly after.
Talk to your primary care provider about colon cancer screenings today. Helen Newberry Joy. Your health, our passion.
And your latest local news this morning, multiple school districts across the eastern Upper Peninsula are shut down today due to the remaining weather conditions from this past weekend's big storm. Tequamanon area schools in Newberry, Engadine Consolidated Schools, the Three Lakes Academy in Curtis, and Rudyard area schools, all among those who are shutting down today due to the poor weather conditions. This past weekend's ice storm has knocked power out for thousands across the eastern Upper Peninsula, many still without service. Also, road conditions and other precipitation coming through the area, including snow on top of the ice, causing dangerous travel conditions to schools shutting down. Again, Tequamanon area schools in Newberry, Engadine Consolidated Schools, the Three Lakes Academy in Curtis, and Rudyard area schools among those closed today due to the weather conditions. It's not just the area schools who are battling Mother Nature as we wrap up the month of March. Several different businesses and organizations across the region also closed due to weather conditions today. Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center has announced that in an abundance of caution, they're closing physician clinics today in Newberry, Engadine, and Curtis. That includes all scheduled appointments. The walk-in clinic and emergency department at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center's main Newberry campus will remain open, but those rural community clinics in Newberry, Engadine, and Curtis will be closed today for those scheduled appointments. HNJH says that the staff will contact patients to reschedule their appointments as soon as possible, and that the safety of patients and staff is their number one priority. If you have any questions, you can contact Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center at 293-9200. Again, Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center closing their physician clinics today in Newberry, Engadine, and Curtis for scheduled appointments. Mackinac County has announced that the county courthouse and all county offices in St. Ignace will be closed today. It's due to the ongoing impacts of the recent storm. St. Ignace was completely without power over much of the weekend. Several different businesses and organizations still have not reopened. Again, due to ongoing impacts from the recent storm, the Mackinac County Courthouse and county offices closed for Monday, March 31st. Lewis County MSU Extension will also close their office today due to the weather conditions. Anyone with immediate concerns or who needs information can contact Director Ashley Freed by phone at 906-322-6803 or email freedash@msu.edu. Again, the Lewis County MSU Extension office also closed today due to the weather conditions. Cloverland Electric crews were fighting an uphill battle throughout the day yesterday to try to restore service to thousands still without power. Even though many services were restored, outages continued to climb throughout the evening. According to their 11 p.m. update, Cloverland Electric said outages climbed significantly throughout last evening, leaving about 5,600 without power across 25 townships. As the severe weather conditions continued through the night, many were asked to plan and prepare for overnight outages. Crews went on a mandated safety rest at 11 p.m. last night. Cloverland said that 2,400 outages in nearly 100 different locations were restored at one point by Sunday evening, but outages continued to climb. Restoration efforts were taking place throughout the day today, and Cloverland Electric said that multiple crews from other companies have also arrived in the Eastern UP to offer their assistance. You can stay up to date on Cloverland's restoration efforts by going to their outage and safety center on the cloverland.com website. Again, nearly 6,000 still without power across 25 townships coming into the day today. Cloverland is providing updates on their website and Facebook page throughout the ongoing storm. Senator Gary Peters has been tapped to help lead a Great Lakes task force. The Michigan senator will co-chair the new group with Ohio Senator Bernie Moreno. The U.S. Senator, a Democrat from Michigan, will lead the Great Lakes Task Force in the 119th congressional session. Originally founded in 1987, the task force is a bipartisan working group that fights for protection of the Great Lakes. Peters and Moreno will convene meetings between Great Lakes state senators and staff to coordinate legislative initiatives, funding priorities, provide oversight efforts to address the most important issues facing the Great Lakes. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources is reminding ORV riders that now is the time to buy new licenses and trail permits. Tuesday will mark the start of the 2025-2026 ORV license period in Michigan. Those who purchase a license and trail permit for ORVs can access 4,000 miles of state-designated trails and scramble areas, as well as eligible county and national forest roads, state forest roads, and more. Licenses and trail permits are valid for 1 year, and the cycle begins April 1st and ends March 31st of each year. Remember, age restrictions still apply, and there are ORV safety courses recommended. Get more information on those by going to the michigan.gov/ORV info website. I'm Dan Hardbrook. That is your latest local news here on a Monday. It's your Newberry News Update on M123 FM. Your Monday news brought to you by Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center. At HNJH, your health is their passion. For a full range of services they provide, go online to hnjh.org. Time now to check in with sports this morning. The Michigan State men's basketball team fell one game short of the Final Four. Their NCAA tournament run coming to an end in a 70-64 loss to the top overall seed Auburn Tigers. Tom Izzo's group making the Elite Eight after weekend wins over Ole Miss in the Sweet 16. That ends the Michigan team's run as the Wolverines were also eliminated over the weekend. Michigan fell to Auburn as well in the Sweet 16, 78-65. The men's Final Four is now set. Auburn and Florida will meet next weekend in one semifinal in an all-SEC matchup, while Duke and Houston meet on the other side, all four number one seeds advancing to the Final Four. 5 players and 2 coaches among those ejected as the Pistons get into a brawl with the Minnesota Timberwolves last night. Pistons head coach J.B. Bickerstaff, as well as center Isaiah Stewart, forward Ron Holland II, guard Marcus Sasser, all were booted from the contest after a skirmish that took place in the second quarter. Pistons also lost the game 123-104. There were 12 technical fouls called, most in an NBA game since 2005. Multiple heated exchanges built up to the moment. The Pistons were up 39-30 at the time of a hard foul that caused players and coaches to tangle up and tumble into the crowd. No timeline on the length of potential suspensions that could be handed down. Pistons clinched a winning record for the season over the weekend. Your latest local weather forecast for the day today. Here is what you can expect: mostly cloudy skies and highs in the low 30s for your Monday. New snow accumulation less than 1/2 of an inch possible. Winter storm warning did expire earlier this morning. Tuesday, mostly sunny. Highs will be in the mid-30s. Calm winds southeast, 5 miles per hour. For your Wednesday, snow and freezing rain with a high near 40. I'm Dan Harderbrook. That is your latest local weather forecast, and it is your Newberry News Update on M123 FM.